Will your home survive tonight? In the next 6 hours, 70 million people across Britain face 15 millimetres of rain and 70 kilometres per hour winds. This is not a drill. A massive Atlantic low-pressure system is racing toward the United Kingdom right now. The question is not if it will hit. The question is when it reaches your doorstep. I am about to tell you exactly that for over 70 cities across Britain. London, mark this time. 6:00 this evening. Rain starts. Birmingham, 7:00. Manchester, 9:00 tonight, round 2 begins. Scotland, you are already in it. Reading, 6:30. Southampton, 6:15. Bristol, 6:45. Cardiff, 6:30. Leeds, 7:15. Sheffield, 7:30. Newcastle, 7:45. Comment now where you live, and I will give you exact timing for your area. The Met Office updated at 4:00 this morning, and what they found changes everything. This is not just rain, this is a collision, an Atlantic low-pressure monster smashing into high pressure over northeastern Europe. When these meet over Britain, we get trapped in the middle. Atmospheric pressure dropping 5 millibars per hour in some areas. Wind speeds accelerating from calm to gale force in 3 hours. This is meteorological warfare happening above your head right now. London and southeast, temperature 8 to 9 degrees Celsius right now, 2 degrees warmer than yesterday. But at 6:00 this evening, light drizzle begins. By midnight, moderate to heavy rainfall, 8 to 12 millimetres total by tomorrow morning. Richmond, Kingston, Twickenham, rain hits 5 to 6:00 this evening. Stratford and Greenwich, 7 to 8:00. Croydon, 6:15. Bromley, 6:20. Ealing, 5:50. Westminster, 6:00. Each area slightly different because this system crawls across London 15 kilometres per hour. Wind, 18 to 22 kilometres per hour now. By midnight, 25 to 30 kilometres per hour. Exposed areas, gusts hitting 40 to 45 kilometres per hour. Hyde Park, Hampstead Heath, Richmond Park will experience gusts up to 50 kilometres per hour. Visibility 10 to 15 kilometres now. When rain arrives, drops to 2 to 3 kilometres. Fog develops in river valleys, Thames particularly affected. Tower Bridge to Westminster, visibility could drop to 1 kilometre by midnight. Brighton gets hammered harder. Winds 30 to 35 kilometres per hour. Sea waves grew from 1.5 metres to 2.5 metres. Brighton Palace Pier experiencing massive wave crashes. Seafront businesses boarding windows. Portsmouth and Southampton face coastal battering. Portsmouth Naval Base securing vessels. Southampton docks experiencing wave heights 2 metres. Ferry services to Isle of Wight delayed or cancelled. Reading gets rain 5:45 this evening. Temperature 7 to 8 degrees. Slough 5:30. Maidenhead 5:40. Oxford and Cambridge 7 to 8 degrees. Rain starts in 2 hours. Oxford S. Bodleian Library, Cambridge S. King's College Chapel staff checking roof drainage systems. Colchester 7:30. Chelmsford 7:20. Southend-on-Sea 7:45 with strong coastal winds. Humidity in London 78 to 80% now. By 7:00 tonight, 85 to 88%. Air becomes saturated. Windows fog up. That damp, penetrating cold that makes 7 degrees feel like 3 degrees. Atmospheric pressure 1012 millibars. Falling. When pressure drops, weather deteriorates. Headaches, joint pain, barometric pressure affects human body. Arthritis sufferers report increased pain. Dew point temperature in London now 6 degrees. When air temperature drops to dew point, fog forms instantly. Tonight, dense fog possible in low-lying areas by 3 to 4:00 tomorrow morning. Heathrow Airport already warning of delays, Midlands. Birmingham caught between 2 weather zones. Dry south and rainy north. Temperature 7 to 8 degrees. Feels colder with stronger winds. Sky completely covered. No rain yet. This is calm before the storm. Humidity 82 to 84%. Your breath turns to visible mist. Birmingham gets rain 7 to 8:00, 1 hour after London. But heavier, 10 to 15 millimetres by morning. Plot twist. Higher Pennine areas, if temperature drops 2 degrees, rain becomes sleet. Let me give you more Midland cities. Wolverhampton, 7:10 this evening. Walsall, 7:15. Dudley, 7:00. West Bromwich, 7:00. Solihull, 7:20. Sutton Coldfield, 7:25. Southwestern winds 20 to 25 kilometres per hour bring warmer Atlantic air, keeps temperature just high enough for rain. If winds shift, snow and sleet. Meteorologists watching this closely. Wind direction critical, southwest keeps rain, north or northeast brings snow. Coventry, Leicester, Nottingham share this fate. Coventry 7:30, Leicester 7:45, Nottingham 8:00. Nottingham closer to Pennines, higher sleet risk. Sherwood Forest shrouded in mist. Temperature 5 to 6 degrees. Visibility under 1 kilometre in the forest. Eerie, dangerous conditions. Derby, 8:00 this evening. Chesterfield, 8:15. Both cities sitting at base of peak district. Higher peak district areas above 600 metres already receiving sleet mixed with rain. Temperature at higher elevations, 3 to 4 degrees. Buxton, that spa town at elevation, expecting heavy sleet tonight, could accumulate to 2 to 3 centimetres by morning. Stoke-on-Trent, 7:45, temperature 6 to 7 degrees. The Potteries, that industrial heartland, preparing for heavy rain. Drainage systems already tested from previous rainfall. Tonight's additional 10 to 12 millimetres raises concern about localised flooding in older parts of city. Telford, 7:20. Shrewsbury, 7 o'clock. Both towns in Shropshire seeing temperature 6 to 7 degrees. Shrewsbury sits in River 7 loop, river already running high. Tinnitus rain could push river to bank tops by tomorrow afternoon. Flood warnings possible. Worcester sits right on River 7, temperature 7 degrees. Rain starts 7:30 this evening. Worcester Cathedral staff monitoring situation. Historic building has survived floods for centuries, but modern climate brings heavier rainfall events. 10 to 15 millimetres tonight adds to already swollen river. Manchester and northwest. Rain temporarily stopped after a soaking day. Temperature 6 to 7 degrees. 2 degrees lower than London, 1 degree warmer than yesterday. Sky completely overcast, no sunshine all day. Cloud layer so thick it touches tall buildings. Humidity 88 to 90%. Highest in England. Breathing feels like inhaling cold steam. Winds west-southwest, 22 to 28 kilometres per hour. Stronger than London. Carries Irish sea scent from 50 kilometres away. That distinctive damp, salty smell every Mancunian knows. Rain stopped, but air saturated with moisture. Tiny droplets everywhere. Scotch mist. Wets glasses and clothes. Not quite rain, but you get soaked standing outside 10 minutes. Critical timing. Manchester, 9 o'clock tonight, round 2. Heavy rain from the west. 12 to 18 millimetres overnight. Combined with morning, 25 to 30 millimetres total in 24 hours. That is 1 month's rainfall in one day for many British cities. Salford, 9 o'clock, Stockport, 9:10, Bolton, 8:50, Oldham, 9:15, Rochdale, 9:20, Bury, 9 o'clock. Every town around Manchester getting hammered simultaneously. Liverpool mirrors Manchester. Mersey waterfront, grey and moody. Wind 25 to 30 kilometres per hour. River choppy, dark. Birkenhead, 9 o'clock. Wallasey, 8:55. Bootle, 9 o'clock. St Helens, 9:10. Warrington, 9:20. Widnes and Runcorn, both sitting on Manchester Ship Canal, 9:15. Canal water levels rising. Lockkeepers on alert. Lancashire, Cumbria, Lancaster, Blackpool, Carlisle. Strongest winds in England tonight, 40 to 50 kilometres per hour. Sustained gusts, 60 kilometres per hour. Blackpool Tower swaying noticeably. Not dangerous structurally, but you feel it if you are up there. Blackpool Pleasure Beach rides shut down for safety. Wind speeds exceed operational limits. Preston, 8:45 this evening. Blackburn, 9 o'clock. Burnley, 9:15. All three Lancashire towns, temperature 6 degrees. Heavy rain expected. Preston sits at confluence of River Ribble tributaries. Flooding concerns real tonight. Lancaster, 9:30. Temperature 5 to 6 degrees. Historic Lancaster Castle on hilltop exposed to full force of wind. Gusts could hit 65 kilometres per hour. University of Lancaster campus on hills south of city experiencing even stronger winds. Students advised to stay indoors. Kendal, Gateway to Lake District, 9:45 this evening. Temperature 5 degrees. Rain transitioning to sleet above 400 metres elevation. Lake Windermere, England, Ass's largest lake, experiencing waves driven by strong winds. Boat operators secured all vessels. Ferry services suspended. Lake District higher elevations, rain turning to snow. Scafell Pike at 978 metres has intensifying snowfall. Summit temperature 0 to -1 degree. Visibility near zero. Climbers in serious danger. Mountain rescue on standby but cannot deploy until conditions improve. Helvellyn, another major peak at 950 metres. Similar conditions. Blizzard at Summit. 3 climbing groups reported overdue. Rescue teams extremely concerned. Carlisle, northernmost city in England, 10 o'clock this evening. Temperature 4 to 5 degrees. Sits near Scottish border. River Eden flowing through city, already running high. Tonight, 15 to 20 millimetres could cause flooding in low areas near river. Carlisle has flooded multiple times in past decade. Residents nervous. Sandbags deployed in vulnerable streets. Penrith, 9:50. Barrow in Furness, 9:30 with brutal Irish sea winds. Morecambe, 9:20 with Bay of Morecambe experiencing 3-metre waves. Coastal defences being tested. Yorkshire and North East. Leeds and Sheffield, 6 to 7 degrees. Heavy cloud. Rain starts 7 to 8 o'clock, continues through night. Pennines to the west getting sleet and snow above 400 to 500 metres. York, 5 to 6 degrees. Rain starts 8 o'clock. River hours already high from previous rainfall. Tonight, S 10 to 15 millimetres raises flood concerns. Newcastle and northeast coast, brutal conditions. Temperature 4 to 5 degrees. North Sea wind, 28 to 35 kilometres per hour. Cuts through clothing. Tyne River, Tyne Bridge, quayside battered. Rainfall tonight, 15 to 20 millimetres. At minute 5, complete timing breakdown. London and southeast, rain starts 6 to 7 o'clock. Peak midnight to 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Ends 8 to 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Total 8 to 12 millimetres. Birmingham and Midlands, rain starts 7 to 8 o'clock. Peak 1 to 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Ends 10 to 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Total 10 to 15 millimetres. Higher elevations risk sleet, Manchester and northwest. Current rain stopped. New rain 9 o'clock tonight. Peak midnight to 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Ends 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Total 12 to 18 millimetres overnight. 25 to 30 millimetres in 24 hours. Yorkshire and northeast. Rain starts 7 to 8 o'clock. Peak 2 to 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Ends noon tomorrow. Total 12 to 16 millimetres. Scotland. Conditions turn severe. Edinburgh, 3 to 4 degrees. Rain all day. Tonight transitioning to sleet and snow in higher areas. Arthur S. Seat already white. Royal Mile, Princes Street, heavy rain mixed with sleet. Wind fierce. 28 to 35 kilometres per hour. Gusts, 50 to 55 kilometres per hour. Firth of Forth has massive waves. Forth Bridge hammered. Driving across requires extreme caution. Glasgow, 3 to 4 degrees. Heavy rain continuing. River Clyde rising. Rainfall morning until now, 18 to 22 millimetres. Tonight, another 15 to 20 millimetres. Glasgow danger. Wind speeds 35 to 40 kilometres per hour. Gusts 60 kilometres per hour. Combined with rain, serious hazards. Trees down, power lines fail. Scottish Highlands, most extreme conditions in Britain. Fort William, Inverness, Aberdeen. Fort William, 1 to 2 degrees at sea level. Ben Nevis summit, -8 to -10 degrees. Wind speed 90 to 100 kilometres per hour. Heavy snow. Visibility 0. Climbers in life-threatening situations. Inverness, 2 to 3 degrees. Heavy rain mixed with snow. Loch Ness has large waves. Dark water ominous. Aberdeen, 2 to 3 degrees. North Sea wind, 35 to 45 kilometres per hour. Gusts, 70 kilometres per hour. Storm force, harbour suspended operations, North Sea waves 4 to 5 metres, fishing boats in port, oil platforms battened down, Wales. Cardiff, 6 to 7 degrees. Rain started 4 o'clock afternoon, continuing. Persistent Welsh rain. Rainfall afternoon, until now, 6 to 8 millimetres. Tonight, another 10 to 12 millimetres. Wind southwest, 20 to 25 kilometres per hour. Cardiff Bay, choppy water. Swansea, stronger winds, 25 to 30 kilometres per hour. Mumbles pounded by Bristol Channel waves, 2.5 to 3 metres. Mumbles lighthouse surrounded by crashing surf. North Wales, Snowdonia National Park. Rain becomes snow. Snowdon at 1,085 metres. Heavy snowfall. Summit -5 to -6 degrees. Wind 60 to 80 kilometres per hour. Dangerous, life-threatening. Bangor, 4 to 5 degrees. Heavy rain with sleet. Tonight, 15 to 18 millimetres. Menai Strait, strong currents, choppy waters. Aberystwyth with strongest winds in Wales, 40 to 50 kilometres per hour. Long Pier, absolutely battered. Seawater splashing over, creating water columns several metres high. Spectacular but dangerous. Northern Ireland. Belfast, 5 to 7 degrees. Milder than Scotland. Rain all day, persistent, steady soaking. Morning until now, 12 to 15 millimetres. Tonight, another 8 to 10 millimetres. Wind strong, 25 to 35 kilometres per hour southwest. Humidity highest in Britain, 86 to 88%. Air feels thick, heavy. Titanic Quarter shrouded in rain and mist. Titanic Belfast Museum reflects dim light. Belfast Lough, wine strong. Derry, heavy rain, 5 to 6 degrees. Historic 17th century walls weathering the storm. River Foyle rising. Giant S Causeway, massive Atlantic waves. 40,000 hexagonal basalt columns experiencing waves 5 to 6 metres high. Sound echoes everywhere. Nature S raw power. What you must do tonight. Number 1. Umbrella essential. Not cheap ones. Sturdy umbrella that handles strong winds. Cheap ones break within minutes. Number 2, layer up. 3-layer system, base layer warmth. Middle insulation, outer waterproof and windproof. Wind chill is real. Number 3, driving requires extreme caution. Roads wet, slippery. Aquaplaning risk. Winds buffet vehicles. Reduce speed. Increase following distance. Headlights on. Higher areas, sleet or snow makes it worse. Number 4. Flying tonight or tomorrow morning. Check flight status before airport. Strong winds, reduced visibility causing delays and cancellations. Number 5. Flooding risk real. Western Scotland, northwest England, West Wales. Ground saturated, rivers high. Tonight as heavy rain could trigger flooding in vulnerable areas. Monitor closely if near rivers or flood zones. Tomorrow, Thursday, 5th of February, weather continues unsettled. Rain moves south to north during day, quite heavy in places. Northern England, North Wales, Scotland, rain could turn to snow. Pennines, Scottish mountains especially. Winds remain strong in north, temperatures similar to today. 3 to 4 degrees Scotland, 8 to 9 degrees south. Snowfall areas could drop lower. Friday and Saturday, weekend offers no relief. Scattered rain, strong winds continue. Classic February weather in Britain. Cold, damp, windy. Next 2 weeks of February, Atlantic low-pressure systems dominate. Frequent rain, strong winds, unsettled conditions. Rainfall could exceed average, particularly west and north. Good news. End of February, signs of spring, days lengthening. Sunset 3 to 4 minutes later each day. By end February, sunsets quarter to 6 or 6 o'clock evening in the south. Light returns, spring is coming. Comment below where you live for specific details. Share this video with everyone in Britain. They need this information tonight. The next 12 hours are critical. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe. Next video reveals something shocking about next week the Met Office is not telling you yet.